Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
Hey, welcome to the show. Oh, it's me. Sorry. Excuse me. My biz ad. What's cracking? It's the Dr. Greenthumb Show live on Twitch, YouTube, X, Discord, and the home site, www.BREALTV. To my right, my very good friend, one of my best friends right here, Everlast, a.k.a. Whitey Ford, up in
there. Me and krs-one in the building.
That's right. We got the Brisket King up in here, Mr. Dustin Bartz.
Happy Taco Tuesday.
Happy Taco Tuesday, yeah. But you didn't bring tacos.
No, we're getting burgers.
The burgers on Taco Tuesday still works for me. Yeah. We got the, Treehouse Crew, Bolton, blah, 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 and the Dominator.
Yo, what up on a Tuesday?
We got another one of my best friends, the strong one, Steph Tone, in the building, accompanied by krs-one. He's there, chilling.
He's right there. What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday.
He's already in relaxed mode, you know what I mean? And my little brother, FM, the Masked Wonder, is in the building.
Yeah, what up, everybody? How we doing? Happy Tuesday. I'm excited about the burgers. As soon as I seen Bart walk in, I was like, oh, it's on.
We're talking about burgers.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about burgers. Yeah. Burgers on a Taco Tuesday. How about that?
Well, Soze was pretty fond of the way he smells. So.
Oh, yeah. If Soze could talk, he'd be what is that cologne you're wearing? It's intoxicating.
Yeah.
What is that?
Seems like
ground beef?
Friend.
Is that ground beef?
Walking hamburger. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Is there a standard wood you use to smoke the meat? I mean, not without giving away a secret.
Pause.
It's not a secret. Usually white oak.
White oak.
White oak.
Yeah, because that's what Texas barbecue is
really?
Usually white oak.
White oak's kind of expensive, no?
No, it's not the same price as all other wood. I mean, you have to use like a fruit tree or a nut tree generally. That's like the ones that like you can cook with. Like you can't use like pine or like other stuff like that. You have to use like oak, almond wood, cherry wood, apple wood, mesquite. But the white oak is a lot of people use red oak too in like California style barbecue, but it's not as mellow of a smoke flavor.
Right.
So like the white oak works I think really good.
That's the one that gives the most flavor, in your opinion.
It gives you a good smoke flavor, but it's not like too harsh or like you could cook with mesquite and then like if you don't do it right, it's like too harsh of a smoke flavor on it.
I agree with that.
And so I just use the white oak because that's what the Texas barbecue style is.
What's your least favorite to work with?
Well, I don't want to cook just with mesquite. I've done that before, and that can kind of definitely over smoke it. But
right.
All the other woods, they work pretty good, like almond wood, cherry wood. A lot of times I use that if they don't have white oak, because you only get what you can get sometimes.
Yeah.
But about hickory.
Hickory, I've never actually smoked with hickory, but you can. That's a popular wood too, but I just never have done that. Recently I got this wood from it was at a barbecue festival, and it was from one of those acai trees, the acai berry or whatever. So they had all this wood there, and I've been using that, and it really smells good. It's like the only wood I've cooked with that like you can really smell like the difference in the smoke smell, and so I've been using some of that just as a add-on when I've been cooking, just to test it out. But generally it's white oak.
Do you taste it at all?
I have enough to do a whole brisket, which I'm probably gonna try just to see if it tastes different with like doing it only with that. But not when I just throw it in, because my big ass smoker, it's like you're just chucking logs in there, and like you throw another log in there, it's not gonna do a whole lot of anything. You have to cook probably only with that.
Right.
To really notice the difference.
Do you smoke salmon fillets?
I'm not a big fish guy, so I wouldn't know if it's good or bad.
What
but
are you, a fucking vegetarian, dude? What the fuck?
Salmon's delicious.
Salmon is delicious if it's made right. Fuck yeah. Smoked would be something.
Yeah, it's a lot of people smoke salmon. It's just
I just never been to a Texas barbecue spot.
I just never.
No, they definitely don't.
Yeah.
That shit looks good.
That does look good.
Look at
Don't
that.
they usually use cedar for salmon?
A lot of times they cook them like on a cedar block
Yeah.
too, and then or like the salt block, and then they use cedar on that too. That's
I've seen that before.
I love that salt block. That's amazing.
Yeah, the salt block is money. That salt block you ordered at Fogo that one time.
Man, that is ridiculous.
What is the salt block? What is that exactly?
All flavor.
All flavor.
It's just flavor.
Oh shit! I gotta see it.
A block of hot flavor.
Yeah. This is the salt block right here.
Oh shit! So you're chopping up the meat on it.
It's hot.
It's
It's
pink.
hot.
Cooking it.
It's fucking red hot, and you're cooking it on the salt block.
Oh, it's cooking it. What?
Yeah.
It's that pink, that salt, pink.
It's a Himalayan.
Yeah,
Himalaya.
and you put like on a grill or whatever and cook it on there.
Wow.
Look at that thing.
Okay, I'm hungry.
I like that. Just like there's like a Japanese style of just hot stone.
Yeah.
Where they just have the hot rock.
I've seen that.
Cook the really thin.
Yeah, that's pretty
Kobe
cool.
beef on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
That shit's bomb.
But if you notice on that block,
That looks so good, right?
Even on that one. So every time they cook another piece of meat on it, you know what I mean? All them juices are just going right into it. That thing is just like a cast iron pan. It's just collecting flavor.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of flavor right there.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That looks awesome.
So much.
You want that 20-year-old salt block. That thing's putting it out.
Yeah, salute. Salt blocks are delicious. I mean, they add to the flavor, I should say.
Definitely.
Fucking A. That like I didn't even know they had that at Fogo when this guy ordered it.
I did not know they had it at Fogo either.
Yeah. We went how long ago? Maybe 8 months.
November, maybe?
November.
December.
And
December?
December. It was actually December. That's right. And we had all the what have yous come through that you would see at Fogo, but Steph looked at the menu and saw some couple different items that we had not encountered before, and he ordered them. And one of them was, what was it? Was it ribeye? Was
I think it
it
was a tomahawk.
tomahawk
There's
on
the tomahawk, but there's also the Wagyu ribeye.
the Wagyu ribeye? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They also have the Wagyu New York, the strip.
Yeah.
That one's all of these things coming on that hot block. They're all amazing.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That is the shit. I totally forget that. Like when I go to Fogo, like with the family, I forget that they have that, and I gotta start remembering that
Yeah, that's the recommended.
because I know daughter would love that shit right there.
If you like meats, that's the thing.
Yes.
Pause.
Well,
I'm sorry.
food.
Fucking child.
The food kind of meats.
I'm a child. I'm sorry.
Look at that block. That thing is just
It's all right. We got plenty down here. There's a whole lot of children's.
all flavor.
He didn't have to come back to me. That was delicious. That was making me hungry just looking at it. My God.
Yeah, we some carnivores for sure. We tore that
Yeah.
shit up that night.
Sorry for the vegans out there. We know that that's hard to look at for you, but then we still consume.
Handle it.
It is what it is. Sorry.
Handle it.
So sorry.
That's a healthy.
my God.
That's a healthy slab
when
of
society
food right
collapses, y'all be eating burgers real quick. Trust me.
Rat burgers, whatever.
Whatever it is, whatever protein comes across your plate, you're gonna eat.
Rat tartare.
When that time comes, when you can't get your tofu
Oh,
and a squirrel's in your backyard. And that shit starts looking tasty.
Squirrel tart.
The squirrel looks tasty.
Well, there's one of those
That's a
dudes who
healthy
has,
squirrel.
there's one of those guys who has like a hunting show, and like he lived in like Brooklyn, and like he would go around in the parks and like fucking slingshot squirrels.
Did
Dress them, like carve them up, and put them in his freezer, and like he pull them out and cook them once in a while.
Hey, how
Like,
about-
literally eat the squirrel.
How about there's another group of guys that goes to these parks in certain places. I can't remember what city they were, but they go and they fucking hunt pigeons and they fucking eat the pigeons.
Ugh,
They'll go fucking slingshot them real quick, same way.
that's nasty though.
And,
You
and-
remember? I remember there was a video during COVID of like, I don't know, a lady in New York in the park, like just sitting on the bench and kind of feeding the pigeons, and then just grabbed one and walked away with it. Like,
Yep.
that's
And-
dinner tonight.
Dinner.
And these are all reasons why we need to celebrate and be grateful for the type of society we currently still have. Stop asking for less. 'Cause you're gonna get you ain't gonna have your 3 primary delicious meats. You're gonna have whatever you get.
I mean,
For real.
hey, listen, in certain places, they don't have not a fraction
You're gonna get squirrel, possum, and raccoon.
of what we have here. Some places you don't even know what you're eating because,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
We're like that now.
It
We
is.
live in
yeah,
the city.
yeah.
Nobody knows
I
what
mean,
they're
you know,
eating.
some countries don't be having no cows or poultry or.
I mean,
or
more,
any of that shit.
without getting too heavy or anything, I mean, more of the world than not, like, lives on less than $1 a day, bro.
Yeah.
Word up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for real.
That part.
Like, so let's, we're over here living like goddamn kings.
We must be thankful.
Yeah, there ain't no cows in Cuba, right? That's what I
No,
heard.
there's no cow. And you can't. And if you do have one, you cannot kill that cow because it's meant to, produce the dairy shit, like the milk and all that stuff. But like, you cannot.
But they'll fix your 57 Bel Air with a dryer
Hell yeah.
Well, that
like
too.
a motherfucker.
yeah.
There's a whole documentary about the car culture down there and how they just take parts from like other
Yeah.
appliances and just turn it into what they need.
Hey, they
Amazing.
Got to do with what you got.
I wish I knew the name of it, but
I've seen it. I've seen a few documentaries about that.
Oh, if it ever opened up,
motherfucker lift
if-
the hood up and there's like a dryer hose. And
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Refrigerator compressor in there.
Yeah, they'll find a way.
ingenuity's a motherfucker, man. Let me tell
Mm-hmm.
you what. If you need to figure out a way to make it go, the real MacGyvers are over there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they got so little, but can figure out how to make this or that work. But
It's also a testament to like what shit used to be built to do, which was like stick around and you'd be able to fix it somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like now it's like the culture. It's not even.
well, they made it so that you couldn't fix like the old cars. You could fix yourself. Even if you do just a little bit, right? These newer cars, you can't fix those. Like they make it for sure that you got to go get it serviced by one of their trusted facilities or that have their mechanics there that they only understand this particular fucking system. It's gotten more like that when they produce these cars because they don't want you fucking tinkering with their
They're built to
cars.
be temporary too. They're built out of fiberglass and all that. Now the cars we're talking about with these Cuban guys are like old 50s cars that are still made out of steel
Solid.
and iron.
Look at
and
that
shit.
shit.
So like even if the engines went bad, those cars are gonna be around when the fucking dinosaurs come
Yeah.
back around. You know
That
what I
thing
mean?
that thing is a tank, bro.
As long as you take care of like it and don't let the rust get the best of it or something, those things are gonna last forever. And like those cars are literally powered by like refrigerators and dryers and washing machines.
Yeah.
You could. There's God. I wish I knew the name of the documentary. I'm thinking of.
I seen a piece of that documentary. They were playing it on PBS or something like
I think it's an HBO at the end of
or
the
yeah,
day.
something like that.
I seen one of the
Cuban Chrome.
Yep.
Oh, that might be it.
I think so.
I seen one of the chefs go out there too. I don't know if it was Ramsey or somebody, and they got into the
It might have
the
been
car culture
Bourdain
as well.
I think Bourdain.
I
did
think
a
it was
little bit about.
Bourdain.
Yeah, I think he
Sen
did a
and
little bit
Bobo
about it.
just recently went and they drove a couple of those cars. They saw it
Yeah,
firsthand.
that looked like it
hands
was
on.
it. That looked familiar.
Yeah. They got to drive some classic cars out there.
Whoa,
Bobo and Sen.
that's awesome.
While they were there. And yeah, they were telling me some interesting shit while they were out there.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna see an '88 like Sentra in 35 years.
No.
built up like that.
If
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
But that thing will be here.
Yeah, well, that's Those things live and move on.
Pardon me.
And that was beat up, but they fix them up. There's
they
some
make 'em
really
gorgeous,
nice ones, man. Yeah.
Yeah, if you put love into them, they look fucking amazing.
But the wild part's when they lift the hood and you see it's like all this other shit. It's not even a car engine really anymore.
Some shit they invented.
as you would traditionally think of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's the shit around the engine that somehow they make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. They, making it work with what they got when you ain't got a lot.
Yeah.
That's an ice cold 4-door. Even though I cannot do 4 doors, I like that one. It's pretty cool.
So how did they get that minivan up in there then?
Someone shipped it.
Oh yeah, you know.
What minivan? Oh, back there. Yeah, I see it.
I don't think that is that.
That might be like a little smart car
Oh,
even,
maybe.
not even a minivan.
It looked like a minivan over there.
Yeah, it is a little bigger than that BMW looking thing over there. The white thing looks sort of BMW.
Now the white car looks very calming, so that would be fitting.
That's the distraction. That's the distraction.
Yeah.
But look, you noticed it.
But the van is right there. Who brought the van?
I
in?
think government officials
Probably.
get these perks.
I would imagine the only people you see with
It fell off the truck.
well, no,
And
no,
wound up in Cuba.
How it would work is if, yeah, like you said, a government official would probably have that car. You know what I'm saying? Like someone high up that
Not
can
too high
that
up.
can,
It's a minivan.
Yeah. That
well,
ain't for the
well,
public.
well, you got to understand what their high up is, though. I mean, their money ain't worth nothing.
True.
So yeah.
I see that in 2023, the U.S. authorized the sale of new American cars to Cuba's private sector, GM, Ford, Chevy, and Tesla.
Yeah, but how are you gonna buy a car when you don't have a job?
What
There's
what
no
would
money
be
circulating?
like what would be the private sector in Cuba?
There is no private.
The guys you're
Exactly.
talking about.
Everything is rationed. Everything is rationed monthly,
Exactly
bro.
the people you're talking about.
government.
Every month they give you a couple rolls of toilet paper, a couple little pieces of meat, and everybody gets rationed everything. You don't really
the
work.
bankers and
like that.
politicians get the
Yeah, because
American
there's
car.
no such thing like as a the way we have here. We got billionaires, millionaires, and all the heirs, right? They don't have that
No.
over there.
There's no heirs.
They nationalized. No, there's no heirs. They
They're heir-
nationalized every single fucking thing out there.
Yeah, they're airless.
Yeah, they're heirless.
Yeah, ain't shit happening.
No heirlooms, and they're airless.
For real.
Upside being everybody can read.
Yeah.
No, everybody gets health care. Everybody gets education. But
Yeah, that system just doesn't work.
it's outdated, yes, for sure.
Yes, and they need to like figure that shit out someday.
But
man.
they have less sick and illiterate people than us.
yeah,
Just like percentage wise, if you go per capita.
life
because they don't have all the poison.
Well, the
we
thing
have.
is that right there. They don't have all that, but it's more simplistic than we are here. So it's, again, they're working with what they got, which isn't a lot,
Yeah.
but that's what they're working with.
But their illiteracy rate is basically nothing. Like, so there's everybody can read. Just hear me out. All I'm saying,
there's smart people
compared
over
to
there. There's
America,
no doubt
which
about
the illiteracy rate is out of the fucking roof.
I get what
sure.
you're saying. Yes,
And
you're
if
right.
you get sick there, you go to the hospital and it doesn't destroy your life. That's all I'm
For
saying.
real. No, I feel you on that. That's always
Not
an
condoning any government or guy or thing, but those are just facts.
Yeah. No, I feel you. There's just got to be some kind of middle ground there, man. Because that, the concept is great on paper, but when you put people in it, that shit doesn't seem to work. You know what I mean? Look at how it is.
Yeah, poverty is beyond anything. You could be educated, and you could, have a good hospital system, but fuck, if no one in the country got any money and is broke as people are broke as fuck there. I mean that, hey, if that, if because I mean, Sendog said something that that they opened up a program not long ago that if you wanted to leave the country, you could, and you could take up residence somewhere else if you had the means to do so, though, because realistically, it would take a sponsor or maybe a relative you have that somehow got off the island and they got resources to help you fucking do that. Because realistically, if you ain't got nothing, when you get to that spot that you might choose, what do you fucking do? Because you got like zero. You do not leave the island with anything but the clothes on your back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're not allowed. You're not allowed to take your credentials with you. For instance, if you're a professor, or if you're a lawyer, if you're anything that could get you a decent job here. Nah, they strip you of all that before you go. Now, these days in this program, I mean, maybe it's a little bit different. I don't know how they're doing people, but back in the day, yeah, they would not allow you to take your credentials with you. So you had to basically, essentially start over wherever you went. So if you were a doctor in Cuba, you weren't coming to the United States with those credentials. You had to start from scratch.
Yeah, but if you did have to start from scratch, isn't that still like a win? Like, obviously, you're getting out, so now you're starting over.
You would have to pick another means of work because, like, you know, if you were like in your mid-30s or 40s, we're going to go back to college for how many years it takes to get that degree to practice here in the States.
I never understood why they couldn't just come here and take like the MCATs and their doctor's degree.
It should have been that.
Tests, and then, oh, you are that guy. Or, hey, we need you to do 1 year of this to make sure, you know what I mean?
It should have been that.
Yeah.
It should have been
I get it.
But unfortunately, it wasn't.
Yeah, my only point was just under that. When they kicked out, from what I understand, I've never been, and I understand the history that San and you guys have. But they kicked out like a worse system. Even it was fucking Vegas, fucking just stealing everything out of there. It was fucking the
Pretty
mob.
much, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that when that revolution came around, you know, as good intentioned as it might have been, and turned out to whatever it was, the things they did accomplish were everybody could read.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody had health care. So that was my only point.
Well,
I wasn't advocating for Mr. Castro or any of his.
No, I feel you, but that was the fake story he put out there to kind of convince people to come support him, because it took for everybody to march out into the streets and back him to walk up into that White House and kick Batista, the current president, out at the time. You know what I mean? He was in a mountain using pirate radio to talk to people down there. Get ready, we're coming, and all this shit. And then the people literally rose up out of their houses and marched right into the government with him, you know what I mean? And it's because he presented that. He's like, yo, there's a bunch of mobsters out here. You've seen it in The Godfather and all those movies. They portray it pretty accurately, man. Yeah. They were running shit over there, and people were having to lock their doors all of a sudden. It wasn't like that. It was a chill little island. And so he sold them on that. But he was corrupt. You know what I mean? He's dirty.
Yeah.
Absolute power, absolutely corrupt.
They were both
all the time.
What's crazy
Always.
is it went from one dirty motherfucker to another dirty motherfucker.
Yeah.
The people were broke in the first place, and then all dude did was kept them where they were at with promises of it would be better, and it didn't go that way.
Yeah. Now I know the situation with the U.S. didn't help, obviously.
Yeah,
I know the way
that
that all worked out. So. It is what it is. But initially, yeah, people really believed in dude, and then he changed.
Yeah. Hey, I was telling Everlast about this documentary that I saw, to switch gears real quick, Luther Vandross. And, man, this motherfucker was a talented songwriter, arranger of songs. People don't even know that he sung backup on so many different fucking things that you wouldn't know unless you read the credits on the album covers, which is why that's still kind of important, right? Album covers and the credits and shit, so that people that geek off shit like that will know who was on it, right? Like the way Michael McDonald was on half of the Yacht Rock, the Yacht Rock classics that are labeled as Yacht Rock classics. Luther Vandross was on a lot of fucking records. He toured with a lot of people, but the first two that were like the ones that kind of stamped him was David Bowie and Bette Midler. Yeah.
I was going to bring up Michael McDonald because they all come from that same era that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That same group.
Yeah, and it's a really good watch, man. He went through a lot of things.
Super talented, yeah.
But he was a bad motherfucker when it came to writing and arranging songs.
I got to
Well, because you had to be able to do that back then.
Yeah, and
you had to literally be able to write music and arrange it and put it so they could just read it and do it. And now that's like a lost thing now. You know what I mean?
And he did two songs, right? That were remakes that, and this is debatable, right? Because it's all subjective. To me, it's hard to take a song that's already a hit and redo it and make it better. You could make a hit out of it, but it's not necessarily better than the original. But in some cases, the remake is actually better than the original. And that's it's rare when there is things like that. But like for instance, I always reference Little Wing by Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan. The Jimi Hendrix joint is the original, and it's one of his dopest fucking songs. But to me, I thought even without the lyrics, Stevie Ray Vaughan's version was a little bit better.
Which song?
Little Wing.
Little Wing.
Yeah.
I'd probably go with you an agreement on that.
Yeah, it's one of the rare things because a lot of people be trying to redo Jimmy's shit, and it's just no, don't even touch it. But Stevie Ray Vaughan, he killed that, and you know, all to say that sometimes that fucking happens. And Luther Vandross did that. He did that with a Burt Bacharach song that he wrote for Dionne Warwick. Hal Davis and Burt Bacharach wrote this song for Dionne Warwick, right? And it's The House Is Not a Home joint. And he sung that and did his version of it, and it kills the original. Like, it's absolutely better, you know what I mean? And Dionne Warwick was getting honored, I think, no, it wasn't an MTV thing. I think it was a Grammys thing or something like that. And he sung the song, his version, and made Dionne Warwick come to tears with his version. It was that fucking good.
My very first club show ever, we played Little Wing.
Yeah, Little Wing's a bad fucking song.
Not like they play it, but
yeah,
but we played it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But it's a badass song.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I agree. Stevie's version is dope.
Anything he touched was just bananas.
Yeah, Stevie, you know, and the thing is that you would expect that he would have sang on that because Stevie Ray Vaughan could sing, but
the guitar sang.
The
guitar sang that one.
Yes, the guitar sang. It's it's one of those songs you could replay 1,000 times right there. It's so good. It makes you feel something. You know what I mean? Like that song, when it comes on, it absolutely makes me feel something. And sometimes I seek the song out. Like, you know what? If I hadn't heard it in a long time, I'll be like, hey, Beery, play.
I'm gonna rock it later.
Yeah, no, Little Wing, man, that's the joint. And it's a little more extended than the original.
I'm pretty high because when you started this conversation,
yeah.
Tell me if anybody else heard this. I heard Little Wayne.
I heard Lil Wayne too.
Yeah, me too.
Fucking thank you, because
I heard
that's
it
why
too.
at first I was a little off, confused. Like, wait a minute, what are we talking
and I was
about?
gonna, but I was
when
gonna,
he just said Little Wayne again, I was like, wait, that still sounded like Little Wayne. I'm just,
That's why Little Wayne is covering Jimi Hendrix.
We're just high.
I thought the same thing both times, but I was like, all right, I know he's talking about Little Wing now.
Little
So
Wing.
it's not Lil
I'm
Wayne.
55.
Not
I got to
Lil
make
Wayne.
sure my cognitive skills
Nah.
are still there.
No,
You
you're
know,
there.
I thought the same thing.
You heard it. What?
There we go. It's three.
I thought,
Are you
I thought
fucking
said Lil
kidding me?
Wayne, too.
How about you? Did you think I said Little Wayne?
I did at first. I
What?
did, bro. I did.
Hey, ask the asylum. Watch, they're gonna all be like, "Yep, Lil Wayne." I heard it.
That's why at first I was like, huh? Wait a minute. Let me catch up with this conversation really quick.
I know. I said Little Wing.
And
Yeah, it sounded like Lil Wayne.
Okay, maybe I got a little twang on my voice sometimes, and it sounded like Lil Wayne, but it.
I meant no disrespect, my brother. I love you.
Oh, I'm not taking it as
Again,
such.
I was checking my cognitive
not-
skills. Like, am I hearing things wrong? Should I get checked?
No, you heard it.
Okay.
I didn't hear it.
All right. you said it. That's why.
Man.
Yeah, no, I was like, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
No, he's talking about him.
And then he
Little
said
Wayne.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm so confused.
Damn, did I should have said it with more enunciation. Little Wing. I went
Now
to.
you make
I
me
went
like
to.
an asshole.
I went to. I went too south on it. Little Wayne.
Ah, it's unanimous.
I was-
Everybody heard it.
I was too south on it, dog. Hey,
I'm
when
sorry.
he played Little Wayne.
I didn't mean to call it out like that. I just was like, man, I really was like, am I hearing this wrong? Because that's the second time now.
It's good stuff, man.
Would you hear,
You've
Kazi?
never heard this song?
What, Little Wing?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No,
But I just
Stevie
didn't know. At first, I was like, how did we get from Little Wayne
Okay.
to Stevie Ray Vaughan?
Oh no, I was saying.
And then when
Little-
you went back, I was like, oh, I see how. So
Right.
I just thought it was funny.
Okay, I
And
see.
brought the whole thing to the forefront.
Cheers, cheers, Pete. That works for me.
Damn.
Oh shit! But all that to say, Luther Vandross did that on 2 specific songs where he fucking remakes. I mean, he did a lot of remakes, but there was 2 specific ones where he does them his way, and kills the original versions.
Yeah, some shit like that will put
What's
you on the map,
second?
though.
You said Houses a Home was the first one.
Fuck, what was the other one? I don't remember it. Right.
I see
now.
The Closer I Get to You.
Oh,
I don't know.
Always
That's
and Forever.
not that one. No,
If Only for One Night.
that one.
And Stevie Wonder's Creepin'.
No, it's only for one night.
mm-hmm.
That song, he fucking killed that shit. And
Yeah,
you know what's crazy, right? Is that he was a jingle writer too. Like in the
I did know that part.
he was a jingle writer, and for one of the companies that he was writing a specific jingle for, he came up with that ramp up thing that he got known for.
What?
That thing he does in certain songs. And he realized that was gold right then, because everybody, like, he had like a crew that he did everything with, and when they heard that, they were like, "Oh shit, that sounds dope. Where'd you come up with
Tapping into
that?"
something, yeah.
And right then and there, that was the last jingle he ever used that sort of ramp up thing, and he only used it on his records after that. Like everything else after that, he never put it on his jingles, all like on specific songs.
That was his little tagline.
That was like, the way
Just Blaze!
the way that Michael Jackson had his, and he was copying fucking James Brown. James Brown had his signature little things.
Yeah.
That was Luther's signature thing. But watch the documentary; it's pretty fucking dope.
I'm down.
And you'll find out all these things and all the people that this dude was singing backup for on a lot of records.
He did all kinds of stuff.
And he was writing and arranging on a lot of these records that a lot of people don't know. One of them was Roberta Flack. He was doing shit with her. It's a pretty good documentary.
The jingle you're talking about was for a commercial for Gino's Pizza.
That for Gino's Pizza.
No way.
Yeah. He was doing a lot of jingles. A lot of them.
I see he did a NBC commercial, Mountain Dew, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Burger King, and Juicy Fruit.
Yep. He is, getting it any way he could. You know what I'm saying?
Luther.
Yeah. Salute to Luther. Rest in peace, man.
I had my short-lived R&B phase with the girls when I was young. A little mixtapes, some Luther, some Anita Baker.
Do you think Freddie Jackson was like, because to me, he sounded like a lot like Luther.
A lot.
Like way too much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had his own style, but it was like, it just seemed like he was like right there.
He's saying "You Are My Lady," right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit
You
sounds.
And then,
It's a big wedding song.
That
and then the other one he sang was "Rock You Tonight."
Oh, yeah.
For all
But that-
time's sake.
But
Yeah.
that "You Are My Lady" really does sound a lot like Luther.
You are my lady,
Yeah.
my girl.
Still, I had my little mixtape phase of all of that was on there.
No, Freddie was cool, but he wasn't no Luther, man. Luther had all the baby making tracks and all the, come back. It was songs of the lonely and in need for love.
That shit still cracks.
It
You
still
can
cracks.
Play that shit now
For
as a
sure.
DJ somewhere.
Some of it is very 80s produced, obviously, because a lot of that shit was in the 80s where he was cracking it off.
The
But
drum sounds can get a little weird.
some a little thin. But in that time, that was the sound.
That was the sound.
Never Too Much is always going to be
that's
a wedding song for sure for a lot of people.
Half of his catalog is wedding song.
I wonder who's got the most baby making track out there. Like,
Probably Luther.
Like just that song.
I know Teddy Pendergrass might give him a run.
yeah. Teddy Pendergrass.
Marvin Gaye might give him a run. I mean, come on, Sexual Healing. That might be it, dude. That might be.
Yeah, but we're talking about volumes of songs, though, in terms of in that.
Oh, I thought he said the most.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
the
what
one
song?
most, right? That's like GOAT.
Oh, you're saying one song.
One song, like that.
I'd personally would probably run with Sexual Healing.
That is, it is direct.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it is most
conception.
And it's like,
man,
tastefully, like you could say that to a lady, and like it's not.
These days, disgusting. It's openly blatant and like, I want to fuck.
Well,
yeah.
What about? Hey,
well, the other side is somebody throwing WAP at you.
Yo, what about Barry White? His whole catalog was all about.
Oh yeah, Barry White got a cover.
Yeah,
Barry White. Give you up.
It was all tapping, bro.
And he played all the instruments on that shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
he played the drums on all those records, man, and the bass.
No way.
Oh yeah, he played. I think every instrument on the records.
Oh shit! I thought he had that Love Unlimited Orchestra.
I know. I think he was Love Unlimited
Orchestra. No. Important to say is that yes, they played his music, but he wrote the music.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
So you know,
no,
not just
in
the
studio,
words.
He even played the drums.
No, I know that, but
stuff.
that's just like the way Dave Grohl recorded his album, and then he came and got the guys to play that shit on stage with him. He got the highest level dudes in his mind,
for sure,
to go do that, and that's the same thing with the Love Unlimited Orchestra. Is that Barry did all the playing in the studio and all the shit like that, and recorded it. They played it live on stage.
That's probably why he called it an orchestra, because he was probably the one.
He was, yes. And then, you know, when they would record a live show, that was them playing in that particular.
Andre 3000 and The Love Below.
Maybe, because.
Well, he can't play all those instruments live right there.
I'm just saying.
At a show.
A lot of these groups that made live albums in their careers go back in the studio and dub over those tracks and re-record them. Like that, a lot of live albums aren't necessarily totally live. Just gonna say that really quick.
Yeah, but we don't know that happened with them. We're just saying.
I think when you're the type of dude that plays all the instruments on your record, if you hear a recording back and you're like, oh no, I ain't working, I'm gonna go back and play the drums on that.
That's the Hey Ya video though. That's the Love Below. Andre 3000. That's the whole story.
Yeah,
because he's doing it. He's everyone in the band.
Oh shit.
Yeah. In context of the fucking idea there, yeah, hell yeah. He's doing everything.
Did he actually play everything on the record?
Probably not.
I don't think so. We haven't countered that.
I wouldn't put it past him, knowing what kind of dude he is.
The kid
mastering a flute.
Rest in peace. The kid that could do that was Mac Miller. Rest in peace. That kid could get on a piano and play the fuck out of that piano. And sing.
Talented.
And rap his fucking ass off.
Met him one day, had nothing but really kind things to say to me about
he was a very cool dude. Rest in peace,
music and how he felt about mine, and just so he was a really cool dude.
Yep. He sure was talented.
I think Ill Bill or something was opening for him, and I went, and that's how I got to kind of parlay with him for a minute.
Word up.
It was a couple years before.
Word. There's few that could do that, where they could write the music, write the lyrics to the music, and then go out there and fucking kill that shit. And if need be, play that shit right there in front of you too.
That's dope.
He could rap though, for real. I think in the beginning, people tried to make him a little more novelty, and he actually rejected that and went the other way and kind of really proved he could rap.
Oh, he could rap.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've only heard good things about that guy, man. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Sincerely,
yeah, he's a real cool dude. He came down here a couple times and then hung out on the road at certain shows. And he was a cool dude, man.
What up? Rest in peace.
Lost a good one, a talented one at that. And but it's amazing when guys could do that shit, like Wyclef. Wyclef's another one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Could fucking play the different instruments and put all that shit together. Salute to Wyclef.
I've been known to play a couple.
Yes, yourself as well. Yeah, you're one of those guys.
Gotta get my name in there.
Yeah.
Drums though, no, I can't play drums at all.
That's a tough one.
I gotta say, man, from a hip hop fan perspective, I was blown away the second I saw you playing guitar the way you do, singing. I already knew you had a reputation as a writer to do some incredible things. Like I've heard that you don't even write your lyrics; you just be like, "All right, I got this," and just go in and do it. Which is
I can't. Yeah,
true.
I can't write lyrics down, and it's not on the like same. It's from two trains of thought. One is like early rap days. Only way I got on a mic being a white kid in LA was carrying somebody's motherfucking records in the back door to one of the DJs and just and being there getting it whatever he needed, drink this, that, and hoping like you got 5 minutes on the mic. So it was just always about having freestyle wasn't like to me off the dome necessarily, but it was an amalgamation of all the rhyme. My rhyme book was in my head and it was more visual. Like lyrics to me are kind of visual. So when I put them to a 2-dimensional form, it like loses something to me.
Ooh, wow.
It's weird.
So you learned
I
it
kind
like
of
a
compare
song.
it to like if you know that show Oz.
Okay.
Remember the poet guy, but he drew pictures and those were his poems. It's sort of similar like that. But to me, it's like a photo album in my head. So, but yeah, no, I've never written down like lyrics for a song in the creation of it.
That's dope because you're memorizing it like a song already. So you already have the vision of what you wanted to sound like. You locked it in your brain,
And I got guys
and that's
like
all you
this that
need.
have been watching me do it for 20, 30
Oh, yeah.
years.
Trust
So,
me, I heard.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I heard it. I was like, damn.
You know what what I always thought was dope is that you could play the guitar and spit a rhyme. Like singing is one thing because it's a different cadence. You know what I mean? It's not as many bars and not having to hit,
Pockets and all that.
all these pockets. But like being able to fucking rap that shit while you're playing, that is ridiculous. Because like you definitely got to hit the pockets and stay strumming and like, switch up the keys and whatever.
A whole other pocket, exactly.
Yeah, it's like it's amazing to be able to do that shit.
I remember for years playing guitar and not being able to simultaneously sing. I just always thought it was like, it was just something that was always going to be beyond me. And then I shit you not, just one day I'm sitting there playing guitar and in my head I'm saying and singing the song. So I I can do it because I'm singing along. So I just started not thinking about it so much and letting whatever was happening in my head. And then I realized like the repetitive, I believe I had gotten in my 10,000 hours on certain songs. So it was like, you could stop thinking about this part and just start doing the song.
You unlocked it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Exactly.
It just takes the time and the work.
But for the longest, that's why for the longest, it wasn't really a part of anything I would do because I was like, I can strum. I mean, I've strummed on some of the House of Pain stuff. We like had a sample that I'd realized, I can copy that, or you know what I'm saying? We would do that, but like I never really made it a part of a performance because I couldn't do it at the time. And then one day it just snapped in my brain. I was like, I'm actually doing it in my head right now. Why can't I? And then I vocalized it and I realized something just happened and I was able to do it all of a sudden.
That's awesome.
Hey, you unlocked it. The chamber has been unlocked.
The middleman of thought had gotten out of the way.
You fucking kicked you kicked him right in the ass and he had to tumble right over, son. That's what happened.
Fuck out of here.
The gatekeeper has been he's on relief. You relieved the gatekeeper.
You got the vision is what happened. The vision came to you. You saw it.
Whatever it was, I'm glad because it extended the career quite a bit.
Well, it gave you a different tool
Can't
at that point, man. Like fucking that's
Perspective.
yeah.
You just got more perspective.
Yeah. To be able to do something like that, that's fucking unique. No one was doing that shit at the time.
Clef kind of was, but just differently. Like he was doing it with like it was the same kind of thing. I look at it as, but he was using all the music he grew up on. I kind of just did a similar blend of things. It was kind of one of the things that was in the air. Somebody was going to get to it. He just kind of got it out first. You know what I mean? But we were also doing slightly different things. Mine was more based on the other side of, Southern rock, the stuff my father would listen to when he'd be on the construction site, mixed with hip hop. And my mother was a soul, Motown. So all those things were on my side, whereas his was island based and
very
early
Caribbean.
R&B based stuff too. Like but like mine had that southern rock kind of thing going on a little bit too.
And they had the soul.
Yeah.
But
it was in the air, that blends of things that were happening. It was coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
Just was fortunate to get on it.
Yes.
I just like, no.
I'm sorry, buddy. We scare you. I'm sorry. That's me.
You got his attention.
I'm a dick. He was asleep too.
He's like, you got my attention now. Now what? I was relaxed over here.
He's like, there's a dog in there.
I think he's more. He was more influenced by the sound of the smacking of the button, though. like the recorded sound, yes, but only because it was whap.
He's back, ready to go right back to sleep.
Well, that there's an easy way to test that is just push the button. He reacted the same way. Did you just see that?
Yeah. Well, he didn't.
Did you see
out
that?
His ass. So
no, he didn't. But his head moved rather quickly.
He's like, I feel for whatever's in that thing.
So what is that? A sample of Bobo's dog? You said?
No, that's a sample of Bobo doing the dog hurt noise.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like if you stepped on a little dog.
That's his signature sound.
That's his signature sound. You know what I mean?
I thought it was a
If you
real
ever
dog.
hear it on record, that's Bobo, son. Don't let no one fool you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That sound is trademarked to one Eric Big Drum Bobo.
Oh, fuck.
If you try to make that sound, he's gonna issue a cease and desist on you.
Damn. That shit reminded me of the chicken from what's that fucking Hawaiian movie that The Rock is in?
Moana.
Yeah, the chicken from Moana. It sounded like that shit. Fucking Bobo, man.
Well, that's an interesting take. It sounds like a rooster, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
I don't know. That's the rooster
Hey,
sound. No. Moved his head again. You saw that?
I promise you, it's nothing really hurting in there.
He said,
It's not a real dog.
So where's this other dog at?
He's trying to look underneath the table.
He's like, where's this fucking dog?
Where's he at?
It's more roosterish sounding.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think
I
it
mean,
sounds like a rooster?
Whatever it is, it has organic authenticity because he's reacting to it every time.
It's got some. Yeah, that's a rooster.
Yeah, but that's like a like a morning call.
Yeah, but roosters don't make dog sounds.
It sounds like that. Watch, hit it.
That's not a rooster noise.
That's what it sounds like when you step on a rooster's foot.
No, that's what it sounds like when you step on a dog by accident.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I don't know where y'all hear rooster at. But then again,
It's
he
the
heard
pit.
Lil Wang.
It's the pit.
He heard Lil Wang early.
Oh, we all heard Lil Wayne.
Thank you for pointing that out. No, I did not just. I just pointed out that am I the only one that's hearing this?
Yeah, no, everybody heard Lil Wayne.
But we're gonna have to go back and see. I'm pretty sure I said Lil Wang.
Yeah, the chat room is saying you said Little Wayne and Little Wang.
Yeah. That's what I said. Lil Wang.
They're going with you what y'all said. That's what they're doing.
Damn.
I heard.
We
I
are gonna
heard.
go back to that number. And
I
fight.
heard Lil Wayne first.
So
and then
he's
the
coming
next-
over there like, no, bro, you
And then the next
said Little
time-
Wayne, bro. You said Little Wayne.
All right.
And then it was Lil Wang.
Oh,
Lil Wang.
we'll agree to disagree.
You don't want that porn star name. You're known as Little Wang.
You know, oh man, that'd be fucked up if there was a rapper named Lil Wang.
Bang, bang.
Oh my God.
There's Lil D.
Someone, one of his homies would have had to come and say, "Hey, bro, nah, don't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't do it."
Well, I heard Little Wayne both times, but
Yeah.
I won't go against the flow.
No.
Lil Wayne for sure.
I mean, they're agreeing with you. I thought I said Little Wing. All right. Today is National Apple Strudel Day.
That's a good one.
Apple strudels are very good, especially if they're warm, B.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it.
You see these at most fairs and festivals.
Damn.
I eat the shit out of that.
Remember the old McDonald's apple
Yeah.
I think the old school one.
Those were turnovers,
They used
right?
to look kind of like that.
Kind of
They
like
look-
this, right? Yeah.
Original ones, the
They-
ones that they said were horrible for you.
They still
Yeah,
do, and
Too much sugar.
outside of the country.
Yeah, because the rest of McDonald's won't kill you there. Like, so they'll still give you a little treat.
International McDonald's is the best.
Dude, I literally, if I ate a cheeseburger here,
Yeah.
I'd be curled over like, oh, my stomach hurts. If I ate one there, it wouldn't even bother me at all. It's because all the shit that's banned there, like that they can't use.
Yeah. But we use it.
Yeah, why? Oh, let's not walk down. Money, let's have a whole show of that one.
You know, they'd rather have you sick so they could serve you
Yes,
fucking
sir.
all the pharmaceuticals
Yes,
in the world
sir.
to maintain you but not make you better.
Alla-fucking-lujah.
That's why they do that.
I see you.
That's why, like, you got
all over there.
That's why, like, y'all out there got to be more observant upon what you put in your system, because they're not going to do that for you. They're just going to serve you bullshit so they could send you to the doctor to pay for those pharmaceuticals, which you already can afford most likely, and just milk the fuck out of you.
Yeah,
So-
not even to just maintain, but for you to actually develop the new problem.
Yes, somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, don't make me go there.
Yeah, we all know this.
You get an add-on. Here's a bonus.
Pharmaceutical companies.
Y'all need to slow down and stop dragging me there.
Yeah. All right. It's all right. It's National Cherry Tart Day.
I love that.
Change
hell
the
out of
subject to
that.
something very tart.
Purely for your benefit, you know me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not feeling that.
I don't mind a cherry tart,
I'm gonna eat that.
Ah, woo, sorry.
especially if I'm high as fuck and it's got that little whipped
That
cream.
one looks
looks
better
pretty
than the
good.
previous.
Yeah,
That looks like a crumble, like kind
Yeah,
of
that-
situation.
that
going
does
on
look
there.
good. You put a little bit of whipped cream on that one, I'll take that down too.
That's a big ass tart.
All right, maybe with
Well,
a
you can
Or-
cut it in half and share it with.
Or a
Pie.
really small pan.
Yeah, that's a pie.
Yeah, maybe it's smaller than it looks here, or maybe it's
Or
bigger.
no, it might be. There's like
That's pretty
pie-sized tarts
Yeah, that's
where you would get a little slice of a tart.
Is it tart? Is it actually like?
It's a little tart. I mean, it's cherry.
All right, I feel you. I'll eat it with some ice cream or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
Yes, you would.
Bomb.
You'd be in the right for doing that. It's National Root Beer Day. Also,
There you go.
I don't mind root beer.
I fuck with root beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every now and then, root beer's cool. I don't have it all the time. I cannot. It's
Let me see here.
It's a
I'm
lot.
gonna tell you right now.
Which
I fuck
one?
with New York Seltzer for sure.
yes, that's
All
a
right.
good one.
You don't even have the one I really love.
Yeah,
Which one's that?
Oh no, I think it is because I like the black cherry. I think it's the IBC, so
Yeah,
I like that one
yeah.
too.
IBC does great.
the black cherry.
Yeah.
one. I mean, you remember, right? That's
Yeah.
what I used to bring to your
Yeah.
crib whenever we'd have like a function. You'd always
Yeah.
have liquor and shit, so I bring a couple 6-packs of those black cherry sodas and they
Those were-
disappear.
Those IBCs were awesome. Out of all these, yeah, I would say the IBC is probably the best one, in my opinion. I haven't tried Dad's, so I don't fucking know.
I know that Henry Weinhardt is pretty good.
How about you, Steftone?
Did you hear that?
That's how
You don't got an opinion on root beer?
My headphones are. I thought I heard you say FM.
Oh,
Oh, so you heard Lil Wayne then earlier, huh?
I heard
Okay.
FM just now.
Internet heard with Little
So
Wayne.
you heard Lil Wayne earlier then, huh?
I definitely heard Lil Wayne.
How do I know what Lil Wayne likes?
So what?
Yeah.
what's-
No, all I've had out of that list is the New York Seltzer, the A&W, the Barks, and the Mug. I never had none of the others.
I've had that Bundenberg or whatever that shit is up top.
It's
I've
an
seen
unfortunate
Gads
name,
around,
but-
I've never had it.
It's pretty good.
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, anything that ain't in a glass bottle is fucking not root beer.
I was thinking though, root beer gives me the hiccups though. I don't really drink it much because every time I have it, I get the hiccups.
No way. What the fuck?
So would you have a Dr. Pepper over a root beer or a root beer over a Dr. Pepper?
I would definitely have a Dr. Pepper over a root beer.
How about you, Bartz?
I would definitely have root beer over Dr. Pepper.
Over Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Okay. How about yourself?
As a kid, I would have took Dr. Pepper, but now I'm more of a root beer guy.
How about you?
Man, I gotta just say it's a 50-50 flip.
Okay, that's fair. How about you, Bolton?
root beer.
A root beer. Okay.
I always say root beer though.
Root beer. Yeah, that's right. He says root beer.
I'm gonna take Coke over
Ooh, look at that.
Pepsi all day long.
I just had
Look at that.
last night, homie. Last night. Look at that shit.
Whatever you do when you have a root beer float, don't ever stir it up.
Oh,
It
yeah,
becomes explosive.
It's worse.
Oh yeah.
I don't really like root beer floats. Like to me, I'm cool with them. If I'm gonna do one, I'll have a Coke with the ice cream as opposed to the root beer. Some weird shit happens to me in the flavor of that. But truthfully, I wouldn't even put ice cream in the Coke. I have them separate. I don't even drink Coke. I'll drink a root beer before a Coke, but yeah, no, I just never.
You ever had an egg cream?
Egg
What?
cream?
Cream?
It's an East Coast thing. It's like a milkshake, but they use seltzer. But
No,
it's
I've
not,
never
it's
tried
not
that.
really like flavored by any particular soda. It's like seltzer, and chocolate milk, and yeah. But there's no ice cream in it. It's like fizzy. They're really good.
What the hell?
It's called an egg cream.
I gotta try that. It looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
So it's a bigger thing on the East Coast, but I'm sure you could find it somewhere here.
We will go on the hunt. We will go on a hunt for that.
Glass of science.
Yes. Hey guys, did you know it is the birthday of the legendary Barry Manilow?
Oh,
Born on this day in 1943. A lot of our mothers love this guy.
My mom loves Barry.
Mandy,
My mom still loves Barry Manilow.
My mom.
Copa.
hey, he writes the songs.
Copacabana.
He writes the songs.
Oh man, how many? I write the songs.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at us.
All the hits.
All the hits. He was the guy for our mothers back in the day. And guess what? He didn't want none of our moms.
Man,
Not a one. Not a one. And the fucked up part is like it's kind of obvious now. When we were kids, though, you didn't see that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kids are blind to that kind of shit.
Hey, but I'll tell you what.
That's beautiful.
Barry Manilow put on a great show. I'll tell you that. Like, I wasn't a Barry Manilow fan, but whenever I was subjected to have to watch with moms when she was watching something, you'd see, like, he would pull out all the fucking stops, right?
Copacabana style.
Oh, man, yeah. And, he put on the fucking show for the ladies.
Yeah.
They didn't know it wasn't for them, but, he did it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm comparing that right now to me feeling like how I felt when I realized that Rob Halford was gay. Not realized. It's cool, whatever. But I'm saying when you look back at all the songs he wrote and the way he dressed before it, you're like, oh wow, yeah. Oh no,
That makes sense.
totally makes absolute sense.
Well,
it was in
now,
our face.
you look at that one.
Yeah.
He looks like Leif Garrett's gay cousin right there, bro.
Yeah.
Funny enough is that you had Leif Garrett doing pictures in this pose too. All the teen idols
Oh, yeah.
did that
That
because
was-
photographers just bit each other's shit all
That was
over
the Teen
place.
Magazine centerfold pose right there.
Yeah. Barry Manilow, happy birthday, man.
That pose is unacceptable.
Is it? Yeah. Well,
Who can do that pose?
I want to see a Deftone poster.
Yeah.
in that
yeah.
pose right there.
Let's get you in front. Let's get you in front of the green screen. We'll put that same rug shit he's got back
But I
there.
mean, I'm just saying, we could probably agree that that's probably just a pose that no man should make, right?
This is what the photographer asked him to do. Hey, with his puka shell necklace and everything.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the 70s.
The shirt just
right
one
there.
too many buttons open.
I better not see you in this pose, Deftone.
With your shirt open like that.
This should be the next Deftones album cover.
Oh man,
This is Deftone.
Oh, man,
the solo record.
that'd actually be pretty dope.
Yeah. we gotta get you.
Hilarious.
Hey, we gotta get you some bell bottoms and that same blue button down right there.
You're giving him ideas.
Did you know it is also the birthday of one legendary rapper known as Krayzie Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony, born on this day in 1974. This is a bad man right here, man.
They have some monster records, man.
Yeah, Monster Records, and his style is crazy.
Turns out they had the most monstrous records.
Yeah. And, no one was paying attention because their style was so crazy that a lot of it, they were talking about smoking weeds. They're weed heads, straight up.
Or
Love them. Some of my favorite motherfuckers right there, man. Because they all got unique styles within having a unique style that they pretty much, stamped in their time, right?
I don't know.
But-
Biggie got kind of busy on that song.
He-
with them,
he sure did.
in their style.
I like his version better than, his collaboration better than Pac's collaboration. Pac just did Pac.
Yeah,
He didn't bother to switch
Big
styles,
did
but
that.
Big did, and I thought
Big,
that was dope.
Like he was a member of their group.
Yeah, he hung in there
Destroyed it.
Yeah, he hung in there.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, when Krayzie Bone and Busy Bone ramp the fuck up and do that crazy shit, that crunching all those syllables and flipping them fast.
Yeah.
Those two are the baddest motherfuckers, and Twista.
Yeah.
Let's not forget him. Those are three of the baddest motherfuckers at that to me. Did you know? In 1976, Blondie released their first single, Ex-Offender.
Oh shit! Shout out to Blondie, Debbie Harry.
Debbie and the guys. And did you know? In 1987, a rapper named Kendrick Lamar was born, a future legend.
Man,
Happy birthday.
that concert was fucking phenomenal. I can't even lie.
Yeah. Yeah, daughter was stoked. She thanks you.
They had a great time. Her and my daughter.
Yeah.
I think we spoke about that last
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
What a weird little surreal kind of moment it was for me. Like to be like, dude, like how long we known each other and been friends. And I'm like here with our teenage daughters, like at Kendrick Lamar, like dadding out, and they're just like both in their own worlds, and I'm just kind of. It was awesome, but
That's dope.
the show was amazing. Sizzle was amazing too.
Did you see the picture that Google picked for him?
Let's see that one more time.
Go
Look
back.
at the
Let's see.
Google pic.
Google
That's
be-
not how he looks now.
Google be doing people rotten as fuck, man. Come on, man. Unless he's cool with that pick, you know what I'm saying? If
Well, I
he's
mean,
cool
that
with
one
it,
in
then-
the hoodie is his current merch. So, yeah, that one's. from a
But,
couple years
Google be
ago.
doing people fucked up sometimes. I'm just saying.
I'm sure they do, especially if they don't like your algorithm. They probably do you the dirtiest they can.
The dirtiest. Did you know in 1997, Capone-N-Noreaga dropped The War Report?
I love that album.
Yeah.
Classic material. We know this. And did you know in 1997, Lost Boys dropped Love, Peace, and Nappiness? Oh, another classic joint right there. Salute to Lost Boys.
You didn't the Freaky Dude, Freaky Ty, aren't a couple of those guys passed at this point?
Yeah, I believe so.
Thinking of the right group.
Yeah.
Best music makes me high. That's that shit, right?
Yeah, they had joints, man.
Yeah.
Straight up. Check it out this Friday, June 20th, I will be at Mary Jane Fest in Berlin for the launch of our Insane OG collaboration with Barney's Farm Genetics. Catch me at Hall 20, booth B9 from 11:30 to 13:30 in European time. Thank you very much. The seats will also be available online, so make sure you check that out. All right. And I want to say salute to Mr. Morello, General Morello, for having me at the show last night, Defend LA benefit. And it was awesome. It was a crazy-ass crowd last night. Pedro came in. Pedro's on his way to Berlin. We're, linking up in Berlin for the Mary Jane Fest. But last night, it was a packed crowd. They were there for it. And C- and I rocked a little itty-bitty set. And, yeah, it was pretty dope.
Who's the band?
These are guys he's been rocking with for probably 15 years, like when he does his solo stuff. But they're really good. They're a tight band.
I'll be killing it. I love that.
All
was trying to see who played drums.
Yeah, this guy's been playing drums for Tom's solo stuff for a very long time.
Yeah, hard to tell. He looks a little familiar.
Oh yeah, you've seen him before for sure. The name escapes me just at the moment because when someone asks you something, sometimes
If you heard it, would you know it?
maybe
Josh? By any
could be,
chance?
could be.
I don't know if it's who I think it is.
I don't know if it's who you think it is either. I don't know. There, Uncle Theo Lopez, George Lopez was in the house.
Oh, I like the hair, George.
Hosting it. Yeah,
I've been thinking about going for that, dude.
just letting it all hang
Dead
out.
ass. I've been thinking about going for it, bro. Just letting it rock.
Fuck
Let it rock.
Let it rock, dog.
Look at that shit. That shit is gorgeous. How white is that, dude?
That's straight Kenny Rogers, dog.
Yeah. Yeah,
Gotta
fuck it.
know
Hey,
when
you could
to hold
still,
'em.
you still can rock it. You might as well.
When to fold 'em.
Well, I'm at that point right now where it's like either get the haircut,
Yeah.
or rock with it for a while. But then even when I do, I'll get 3 months in and I'll just be like, oh,
Look it, you've been getting your Alex Baldwin on for a long time. You might as well just let it all flow, dog. Braveheart it.
should I just go like Altman Brothers all out?
Yeah. No,
Michael McD.
no, that's Kenny
No, that's
Loggins.
Kenny-
That's
that's
Kenny
Kenny
Rogers.
Oh, that
Rogers.
is Kenny.
That's the gambler.
The younger Kenny.
And I ain't mad at him right there either. He's looking kind of sexy.
You could
I
be
like
an
it.
Oak Ridge boy.
He's an Oak Ridge boy. Hey, we're gonna take
Look
a
like
look.
it could be my uncle Kenny right there.
I
We need
want
to go out and hunt, like silver-haired babes together,
Hell
like
yeah.
rich, heiresses.
word up. We're gonna excuse Bartz from the table, so because he's gonna go get the smoker cracking or the grill cracking.
Yeah, I gotta get the grill going.
One of the things cracking, and
burgers.
C minus is gonna step in, and we thank you for sitting in with us, Mr. Bartz.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Salute. You know
Hell yeah.
the king of the fucking hate brisket. It's the best hate brisket in town. Make sure you check it out if you ever get a chance. All right. Where are we at? We got to get into the insane asylum. That means y'all, you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion. We are here for it. Salute to everybody that's super chatted us.
Headphones? Sorry.
Salute to everybody that has super chatted us thus far. We appreciate you. Much love and positivity. Now let's open it up.
What's up, dude?
C minus is in the building.
You get that fart out?
Welcome to the insane asylum.
All right, you guys were talking. It was about Barry White, right?
Right.
Ian here is saying Barry actually had a Caucasian drummer, Ed Green. He did a lot of his recordings.
I appreciate being taught a lesson. I know he played on some of his stuff though, for sure.
Hey, he might have played the initial rhythm of it, right? And then had a drummer come in,
Facts.
because that's what some of these guys do. If they could play the idea, then they have a drummer more skilled than they are come in and then play it. You know what I mean?
It's not the first time it would have happened in the record history.
No, not at all.
It says played on many of it. It doesn't say he wrote it. You know what I mean? So Barry could have wrote it, had to do play it.
Well, that's what I'm
True.
saying.
Kind of like the dude for Smashing Pumpkins would do that. He'd like demo them all out and have the band actually record the records with him.
You know who's another
I
guy?
was just under the impression he actually did the master recordings.
You know who did do that was fucking Stevie Wonder and Prince. Those guys did that for sure.
That entire era of music, the 60s and the 70s, there are, I'd say most songs people know and are familiar with were not performed by the artist they thought performed.
Absolutely right.
Well, there's all the videos of Bernard Purdy, the famous drummer, coming in and saying like Ringo didn't play that.
Yep.
Well, also,
I played most of those records.
Yeah.
and also, there was like we talk about them now and then. This group called the Wrecking Crew out here, not
The Wrecking Crew.
not Dr. Dre's Wrecking Crew, but the studio musicians out here known as the Wrecking Crew. They played on most of the popular records that people think the
All of
band
them.
played on them. Yeah, even the Beach Boys shit. Pet Sounds.
Yep.
The Wrecking Crew played most of the instrumentation on it, and the band just played it in the live performances. The actual Beach Boys, the guys, they played it in live form, but like in the recording, it was the Wrecking Crew people because they were the best of the best.
Those weren't the dudes that went on and formed like Toto, was it?
No, that's
Those were
a different
session
squad.
guys too.
You know who was a part of the record crew was Glenn Campbell.
Oh.
And the beat goes on, right? The Sonny and Cher joint, the beat goes on.
Yes, sir.
It was played by this lady, Carol something.
Carole King.
Carol King.
Yeah.
And she played on
She
most.
wrote so many hits.
No, not that Carol King. It's Carol something, but Carol K.
Carol
Carol
K.
K.
It's Carol K.
Correction.
And she was the bass player that wrote that lick, and she played on a lot of songs.
All of that era.
Yeah, and they didn't necessarily get the credits. You know what I mean? And they didn't necessarily get the publishing, but people used them. This is her right here.
She's dope.
She was one of the wrecking crew. And then
I've definitely seen her in like documentaries.
what's that drummer Hal? Is it Hal Davis? We might have referenced his name earlier. Hal something.
Hal Blaine?
Yes. He's a legendary drummer, studio session drummer. This guy was also in the wrecking crew. And this other dude, this guitar player, he was like one of the leaders of it. It was an Italian dude. But they, it was a crew of at least like 30 session players. And they all played on all the most popular fucking records you can think of.
What was the name of the Detroit guys, man? The whole fucking Motown sound, is that really called it? It was a certain crew of dudes.
Was it Jam Brothers?
But they
Yeah, there was a set
all
of-
like Motown.
They're all the Motown players that played on all those joints.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
And then the two drummers, they did a documentary on them recently.
Right now.
Yes, there he goes. Tommy Tedesco. He was like the guitar player, like with one of the main guys
Of the wrecking crew.
of the wrecking crew. Yes.
Just like there's that crew, Muscle Shoals.
Yeah, Muscle Shoals in the South.
Yeah, like they had a lot. They had in
Southern
a lot
rock.
of songs. Yeah,
Burt there.
and they played on some Stones. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Motown had a machine, and in Philly they had a machine down there. They all had like a sound and a group of session players that were incredible. Salute to those guys.
The rest of my records, I want to do shit like that. I want to go to Muscle Shoals. Like I just did one in Nashville.
There you go. Hey, you got to bust the Leon Russell. Leon
Russell was badass.
Yeah.
You got to bust the Leon Russell.
I don't know if I could rock the beard that long.
You don't need to do the beard. I'm talking about the hair.
Oh,
dog.
that's what I meant. Full Jesus mode.
The next phase, right?
Yeah.
Bam.
And then you could rock that top hat and fuck people's heads up with that.
Could be in The Hobbit.
Come on.
Kind of Rick
The Hobbit.
Rubin-ish too. Kinda.
What, the White Wizard?
Man,
Yeah.
here's what, bro. How old are you,
Gandalf.
bro? How old are you back there, bro, behind the curtain?
I was 32. I was born in
Okay,
93.
dude, you got what, like maybe 10 years of hair left, bro. I got hair until I'm dead. Till I'm dead, bro.
I believe it too.
All right?
I believe it.
Enjoy your next 10 years. And then that hairline's going to start fading on you, bro. Watch.
No, they got good hair technology nowadays.
Yeah, fuck
He's
you.
going to get them plugs.
No matter what you say, I can tell the fake turf on somebody's lawn compared to a real lawn, my dude.
That's true. You can see it.
Oh, yeah.
And I live in a nice neighborhood. They get the expensive fake turf, and I can still tell, bro.
Hell yeah.
Fuck out of here, man.
All right, next one.
Yeah, I was gonna say this will be me in 10 years, right here.
Oh,
Do
shit.
it.
No. Except you're going to have the Ed Harris that'll have a horseshoe.
Yeah.
There'll be a horseshoe.
Bob Newhart.
Horseshoes.
You're going to have the Ed Harris, as I like to call it.
I used to
I
call
had
him
to give
Bob
you the-
Newhart.
That's the right stuff, baby.
I had to give you the Arrested Development horseshoes, you know what I'm saying? Horseshoes.
Yeah, I can do
Yeah,
the
dude.
hair transplant.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh,
I would have to, like, walk through Chernobyl for some shit like that to happen to me, bro. I got a carpet, man, forever. Forever.
Oh,
This is a good look though for you, right here.
Dude, I'm all for it. Just more trimmed beard like that, like how I have kind of now. Mine's a little overgrown right now, but that long hair, I might go.
And yours,
I might go for it.
and yours is probably going to be way thicker than his.
Oh, way
You know what I'm
thicker.
saying?
It's gonna be beautiful, Jesus-like hair, bro.
All right.
It's gonna be like God, Zeus on the throne. That's what it's gonna be like. It's gonna,
I mean, if it was a commodity on the stock market,
It will be-
I'd invest in
if
it.
I can power through that stage of like, oh my God, I can't stand this for a minute, because that's what happens. I get to this stage of now I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, the
anymore.
growing out.
That's
And
about
I-
a year and a half,
and I'm
2
used-
years from now.
I don't see. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna avoid the haircut.
It's all discipline. You've done it before.
The good part is I'm coming regular now, so every Tuesday we'll encourage the non-cut.
Oh man, it'll start going quick. You'll be surprised. You'll be like,
Well, my hair grows pretty quick, man. This is only I had it cut pretty short a month ago.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's gonna be quick.
Word. All right.
All right, we got Earl in here saying, "Hey B, did you ever hang out with Bushwick Bill?"
Several times, yes. And he was a trip. Rest in peace.
He's a wild cat.
He's a wild dude. They should have called him Wild Bill, because he was wilding out.
Huh.
At least, you know, from the few times I got to hang with him.
The album cover says a lot.
Yeah.
That Ghetto Boys album cover. He got like an eye shot. He's in a hospital gurney or whatever.
Wilding all the time.
Yeah, wilding all the time. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he's also saying, rest in peace. That Child's Play album is dope.
Yeah, dope rapper. I got to tell you, for as wild as he might have been, he had some verses, bars,
crazy voice too for a little dude like that. He had
and
deep
yes, and a voice that like was recognizable. He had one of those.
That group had 3 pretty good, like, unique voiced guys, man.
Yeah, it
that
was
could all rap. That's when you really think about it, man. Ghetto Boys is an anomaly because most rap groups that have that many MCs, there's one good guy and 2 kind of guys. They were all, I mean,
yeah, they were all formidable for sure.
Yeah. They could all rap. They all had great voices, which is an important thing for me. Like, I was always a voice guy. You can rap simple if your voice is dope. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, that is the thing about the Ghetto Boys, is that all of them had dope bars in their shit and in a unique style that was different than the others.
Yeah. My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me. That was
a
huge record.
Yeah.
Perfect example of the 3 different voices and telling stories and shit.
Yeah.
Super dope.
And that sample.
I mean, because you can't take away from Willie D. I mean, his voice was fucking crazy.
He had some crazy bars.
Yeah. He had a forceful voice, and the bars were fucking nice. 'Cause of paranoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the one that was rapping like it wasn't even close to Halloween?
That's Bushwick.
Yeah.
And he would say, wasn't even close. He didn't get up there like that. Like, his voice didn't get up there like that. It was Willie D's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live by the sword.
Yeah.
That's my favorite line. I live by the sword.
Yeah. No, man. Ghetto Boys, man. Forever.
Salute.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel saying, yo, can't wait to hear new music. Be real. Peace and love to you as always.
Well, thank you very much. And peace and love to you. And there's definitely going to be some more music popping off. Just keep your ears open.
Let's see here. Charlie Tuna saying, you guys were talking about cars in Cuba. He's saying my 95 Silverado is still going strong. I got her brand new back in 95.
All right.
95
Silverado.
That's
Word.
That's a song.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Shit.
Megan in here saying, I assume you guys will disagree, but playing guitar and singing is easier than playing guitar and standing up. Saying, I guess everything takes practice, though.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't play guitar.
I know I couldn't do it.
I can stand up and sing and play guitar.
And I do one of them.
I prefer that, sitting down feels lazy to me when I'm doing it.
So, Steph, as long as you've been playing guitar, you never sung background vocals on anything.
No.
Yeah, because when I've watched your shows, you don't get nowhere near a mic. You're just playing.
Yeah.
And you've never tried?
No. In our very first demo ever, but it was more, I was having fun. I was in the moment.
But can you do it?
I don't think so.
No?
No. I don't think I have the right pitch. I always come in out of tune.
But let's just say you were in tune. Could you do it?
Maybe. I'm sure with practice, it's all possible.
Yeah.
I just never do it.
Right. I hear you.
Never been an interest.
Right on. I hear you. The riffs are too thunderous to worry about fucking singing anything, man.
Yeah, the guitar part, that's just fun.
Yeah. I hear you. All right.
All right, Robin the Hood up in here saying Bart's Barbecue likes to make his burgers with American cheese.
American cheese. I like that.
All right,
Clever.
I asked ChatGPT to create Everlast with long hair, but for some reason it's not putting his face up on the picture.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
grossly
yeah.
off.
That's like more like Russell Crowe or something, bro.
That's
What the fuck?
Looks like Fred Durst.
That's
It kind of does.
Yeah.
Fred Crowe.
I'll have to use Grok versions, Elon Musk, to try this out. I'll try that.
It's like if you and Fred had a cousin in common.
Yeah.
No,
Oh my God.
Frederlast.
Frederlast. Damn.
No. No.
I was
Try
kind of
again.
hoping you would say like Chat GPT just said like, "Who's that?"
Oh, shit.
That would be amazing.
It knows us all. Maybe except for Kaiser Soze, but that's to be, you know.
Kaiser's like, "You guys are boring. All you do is talk and smoke that stupid shit.
Yeah, where's the chicken?
He's like, where's the chicken?
These are the burgers I heard about."
Yeah. Where's that Bartz guy at?
Yeah. Where's the fucking guy that smells like meat?
Yeah.
It looks like a tomato.
Bring that guy.
The tomato with meat. All right. All right.
Mike in here saying, did you guys hear about R. Kelly overdosing in prison? Got rushed
What?
to the hospital.
Wow. No.
He's trying anything to get out right now.
Saying, I guess prison guards gave him a lethal dose of medication.
Hmm. That's
So
not-
how's that an overdose? That
That's not-
sounds like an attempted murder.
Yeah, gone
but
wrong.
If that was the case,
Suicide by guards or the.
well, he's claiming that there's a hit on him or something like that.
Yep.
Apparently,
Oh shit! It's real.
Is it? Wait a minute. Okay. What is the place you're getting this from? Show me the name of the place.
People
Oh,
make it-
people. Okay, that's still. I mean, not
It's everywhere
It's
online.
not
All over.
necessarily. Yeah. I mean, show me something a little
Here,
more
hold on.
credible than a fucking. You know, show
It's
me
all
like
over.
a Reuters.
Yeah, ABC.
Show me Reuters. ABC News. Okay. You know, what I mean,
USA
I'm just
Today,
saying.
CBS.
You feel me though, right? People isn't necessarily. You know.
yeah, a lot of shitty news gets out there.
I'm saying.
Okay, we'll do
it's-
the AP, the classic AP. There we go.
There we go. I'm all right. See, allegedly alleges.
Mistreatment.
Mistreat-
Murder plot.
Okay.
He's claiming they got a hit on him, but like who?
It sounds a lot less dramatic in that title than.
I mean, you know, the families of the people of the girls that he did shit to, none of them got money like
He
that
would-
to be put.
dude,
in
I
a
would have
fucking-
flown a kite so quick. It wouldn't even have been a thing.
Right.
He would have been like done. It'd have been easy to put that money on
Yeah, but-
somebody's books, man.
Yeah, but that's you with means. Like the people that he did, you know, like the girls, the families, they don't got means like that. man.
Did he ever? Did
Rick-
he ever? Was he associated with Diddy? Were they?
I'm
yeah.
sure there was.
Um,
I'm sure there was a time they hung out. I
Yeah.
wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt parties were attended. It wouldn't
Oh.
shock me.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a shock now. Apparently today, speaking of that, real quick before we get on to the next one. Apparently today they were showing jurors some of those freak off tapes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they were saying this old lady was just looking totally disgusted. And this other motherfucker was watching it like he was just, you know, enjoying a porn movie.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
What the fuck?
He got his phone out. He's all.
How comfy.
Here, let me bring it up real quick.
Yeah, bring it
I'm
up.
joking.
What the?
What do you mean?
Don't ever say that.
Dude, that juror that just had his phone out. He's all.
Yeah. All right.
Live streaming it.
Yeah, he's all. Hold on. Hey, we got 40 people in the chat right now.
Apparently, while they were playing some of the shit to the jurors, because only the jurors got to see it. But you could hear the headphone fucking leak coming out of the jurors, like all the moaning and fucking that was going on. Like, so if you were sitting there,
Oh my god.
you could hear it coming out of the headphones a little bit of leakage.
Oh my god.
Let's pause.
That's crazy.
Dude. You remember they had to do that for the R. Kelly trial when he was, you know, when he got released, saying that, you know, he got off, he didn't suffer any jail time for that first time.
Yeah,
When they had to watch that video of him having sex with that 15-year-old.
yeah.
Like they had to show it in court.
The whole video.
Well, this is what's happening. This is what's happening over there for Diddy. You know what I'm saying? They're showing all that shit now, like how he's directing it, you know, and they've heard about the ones that he's done with Cassie and Jane and the rest.
All the Janes,
Yeah.
the different Janes.
You know, now they're getting into some of those tapes where he's like directing it, and it ain't maybe just about them. You know what I'm saying? About him and his girls. Wow. Who knows? I mean, we ain't there, but we'll definitely hear about it enough because there's, you know, like obviously there's journalists there that are on Twitter like giving up everything that's coming up right there in the moment. They're like fucking tweeting out the information as it's happening there. Inner city press is one of them.
Wow.
And he's pretty quick on that shit. So whatever comes out, like in the testimony part, this dude's like putting it up on his Twitter like immediately, so that people could, you know, be up on game with, you know, what the prosecution is asking, and what they're answering with, and what the defense comes with, and what they're answering, all that shit, and whatever the judge is saying in between that shit. It's pretty thorough. He's on his shit, that guy. Anyway, next one.
Jesus is saying, yo, you guys got to check out E40's Tiny Desk concert on NPR.
Oh, it's dope. I checked it out. I watched it last week. Me and Pedro watched it last week. It was dope.
I haven't watched that.
He's pro, man. He knows how to
Scarface's was ridiculous.
Yeah, he was
really good.
Next in here is RS70 saying, yo, Everlast, the Get By video is great. Do you have any stories from it?
Just that it's basically all real. My buddy Tristan Eaton directed it, and it was just us going around New York City, you know, doing like illegal art activities, and we would just, while we would do it, we would play the song, and I would, like, you know, do the whole little like thing like as a lookout, which I kind of really was. I guess the craziest part was that it was 10 days or 8 days before the 10th anniversary of 9/11, and we were running around like Brooklyn and Lower Manhattan in ski masks, putting up art like it wasn't shit. Like 8 guys in ski masks, like didn't even think about it. Like,
wow,
never got pulled up on or nothing, but it's kind of crazy. It was fun. That was one of the most fun videos I ever did, though, to be honest.
When you say art, are you talking about graffiti?
Graffiti and like wheat pasting stuff. Tristan is like look at the video, and he also like had a bunch of his own art like that he had that was all based around like kind of like a, you know, in the same vein of what the song was about, which was, you know, I barely get by. It wasn't, you know, it was kind of like an ironic take on I get by, yeah, but like putting stuff up around and all over town, and it was fun. And we literally were driving vans. Like, dude, it's all legit. Like, we were doing this shit. There was no permits involved. You know,
renegade, outlaw, bandit.
It was a blast. It was a lot of fun. I'm surprised we didn't get arrested by the FBI or anything, but
damn, look at that.
Yeah, that's from it. Yeah. Tristan's done all the artwork for all my records for the last, you know, I don't know, 5-6 albums. One of my good friends.
He keeps killing it.
One of my best friends up there with you. Divine.
Word up.
Dante. You know.
Dante.
Fucking
salute.
Shit, this guy at this point, how long I known you now? Fucking 20-something years. Gotta be, right?
25?
Yeah. Jesus.
It's been a minute.
No wonder I'm gray. Look at that. Sexy, though.
Hey.
Yeah.
Browsy saying salute to the table, my favorite people, and Treehouse, also all my 5150s sending us love.
Salute right back at you. Much love and love into the 5150s.
Oh man, bless you, kid.
Donnie saying, what's up, guys? I'm about to make some smash burgers on the Blackstone right now.
All right.
There you go.
Smash burgers on the Blackstone. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Smash it up, dude.
David in here saying Yamava Theater in Highland, California on September 25th. Is there going to be a pre-sale password?
I don't know. Maybe, possibly. But I don't have that information at this point.
I think it's going to be.
What?
Tickets
the password
go on sale,
is
though.
what?
June 23rd.
Exactly.
June 23rd. Tickets go on sale. Make sure you go get them. It's going to be awesome.
Yamava. What is the password?
Where's
exactly.
Yamava?
You got it.
It's east of here. Like going towards fuck. It's going towards Palm Springs or something like that, right?
Yeah, by San Bernardino, right up there.
Yeah.
San Bernardino. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And they just bought the Palm and all that shit. I believe,
Yamava?
in Vegas, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're right there on the edge of the mountains and shit, right there.
Gonna do some gambling?
No.
You don't like let them give you money and then give it back.
Yeah.
That's not the way you do that.
Totally, absolutely not.
Nope.
That's what they're hoping.
You think they built that place just to hand out money?
Yeah, they'll give you a chance to get theirs, but really they're getting yours.
Mm-hmm. Like I would always get show offers like that. Hey, we'll give you this much money and we'll give you 10 grand in chips, and I'll be like, just give me that in cash, bro. What?
Yeah, I already won.
You know, and there would always be,
Then
like,
I'd be
there would be
leaving.
a stipulation though, like you'd have to gamble a couple hands with that 10 grand.
Well, that's cool.
I'd be like,
You just used $2,000 real quick.
so we
and
would
then-
go and we would put fucking split black red on fucking roulette twice and leave with the 10 grand. Like,
How you
all right,
do it?
there's the trick. That's easy. That's not hard to solve.
Easy money.
Okay, so I had ChatGPT redo this one. Kind of looks like Deftone now.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Steph's uncle.
Kind of reminds me of Christian a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Where'd those chains go
It's
from?
it's not
That has morphed my chains into some really
Yeah, this-
bizarre
this-
alien, like,
it's
you
the
know,
multiverse.
symbology.
This is the multiverse Everlast.
Screenshot that. I'm going to make those chains.
It's like Paisley or some shit. That shit is weird as fuck. The fuck? What's going on?
Mike in here's asking, do you guys have a recipe that you guys have memorized?
A recipe that we have memorized.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter.
Grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom's sauce, but I'm not going to divulge it.
Cheerio.
But it's not that big a deal. It's not like some gourmet recipe.
What kind of sauce?
It's like, you know, pasta sauce.
Ketchup.
You know, gravy, as we would say when I was young.
Bring it.
Noodles and gravy came with everything. Like, my family was Irish, but all married Italians. So Sundays were Italian family things back there.
Spicy
Back then.
top ramen.
Magnificent.
No spicy top ramen. Noodles and gravy was just spaghetti and pasta sauce.
Spaghetti.
And it came with everything. It wasn't a meal. It was like, that
was
everything.
the
that
meal.
That was just coming with everything. Whatever it was that night. Steak and this, that. There was going to be some pasta with sauce.
Yep.
Period.
All right.
And that seems to be it so far.
Well, word. Salute. Thank you for all the super chats thus far. If we see more of them as we go, we will field them. Thank you very much. Let's get into submissions. If Bobo was here, he'd shed a tear.
Who wrote this?
What are the fans out there?
Ant did.
Ant
there you
did,
go.
yeah.
And did.
Ant.
Yeah, big shout out to Bart's Barbecue. He's probably outside now doing a bench press.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Sweating.
pressing the grill right now.
All right, the Inner Realm sent this in. He's saying these were absolutely fire. He didn't say what they were, but he's saying these were home cooked.
That looks like prosciutto and some sort of mushrooms.
No, that's not prosciutto. That's like Korean barbecue.
Okay, yeah, it's not. I see. It's beef.
Yeah.
But with the shiitake, not shiitakes, but whatever those mushrooms are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That looks pretty
Those are
good.
That looks pretty fucking good.
Bring
I
it.
would definitely try that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, Chief?
Yeah, that looks good.
That looks awesome.
The egg, too? Man.
What restaurant was that?
He's saying it's homemade.
Oh, it's homemade.
What?
Oh,
Ask him
killing it.
what culture, what is that like?
Bring
I
it.
want to say Korean.
It looks Korean.
Yeah, it does.
A little,
Kimchi,
What's the giveaway? The egg?
kimchi.
a little kimchi right there.
Oh yeah, that'll do.
No, that looks good as fuck.
Looks really good.
Looks healthy. That's
Just
for
made
sure.
me hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
send some down.
Does look healthy.
Bring it.
Smokestack saying, yo, I don't have Bart's barbecue near me in New York, so I had to get the next best thing, which is Smoking Owls.
Smoking owls.
Where's the barbecue?
Yeah.
Hold up.
What is that under there? Is that bread?
Oh.
Whoa,
well,
what
it's like
the
a cheesesteak. Of
That
something.
I mean, it's a lot of cholesterol, but
That chili cheese fries?
I would imagine those are delicious in spite of how this looks.
Yes.
Yes, it looks like it exploded.
What?
But I could only have a little bit of this. I could not overindulge at all.
But it's great though.
But it would taste delicious. I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's New York. Smoking owls.
They known for their barbecue out there or not?
New York?
Yeah.
No.
I would
New York City.
I would imagine there are probably a few barbecue spots, but no, I don't ever think that barbecue was I mean,
No.
I don't ever recall hearing about a great barbecue spot down there. Not that I can remember.
Right, next to yours.
He's begging for some attention right there, see?
He's like giving him the little like.
He's like, come on, man, help me out. I need some love.
What's up, big dog?
He's like, don't make me beg over here, G.
Up to the biggest dog.
He's like, we're doing the show. Don't make me beg. All right, next.
Antatomic saying, enjoying some whiskey at work on my 50th birthday. He's saying Gemini's rule the world. What up to Deftones? Same team.
Yeah. Same dude.
Elvis's midnight snack.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
What? Peanut butter
flavored
baker
whiskey.
Wow.
That must be some rich ass whiskey.
I was today years old when I knew this existed in the world.
Wow.
Butter banana.
I am just curious enough to Google this and buy a bottle.
That's got to be sweet as fuck.
PBB&B.
Yeah, I could not drink it.
TBB.
You got it. You'd have to try.
I would have to try, but I
have to
mean,
try.
I would only have that one try. The rest of the time, it would just sit there.
Unless what if it turned out to be amazing?
Well, then it's in trouble. You know,
It's worth a sip or two.
if it was.
I'm curious. Is this guy mixing these two things?
Hey, listen, if it was incredible, you would have heard about this shit before.
Maybe not. Dude. Maybe it's brand new. I don't. Elvis midnight snack. What the fuck? What the fuck?
70
Peanut
proof.
butter banana bacon sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah,
PBB&B.
It ain't
Is
real.
that an AI picture? I was just
Yeah.
about to say. Is this AI? Is that a thing?
I don't think so.
Elvis midnight snack.
Have you had the other ones, Brothers Bond?
No,
That was
not familiar with that either.
That would be overkill if you were making up one bottle and not the other. Or sorry, if you were making up both bottles. What's the other one? What's Brothers Bond then? You know?
Bring it.
Well, maybe he's trying to smoke up the sweetness. Maybe one's really smoky, and like you said, the other one's super duper sweet or something. Maybe
Yes,
maybe he's
absolutely.
trying to break that shit up.
I think so. You need to. That sweet shit is, you know.
That's my
It's-
only explanation for what I'm looking at.
For me, the sweet stuff, you have to sort of want that. And that's not necessarily shit I like. Like when I drink whiskey, I don't want it to be flavored with some sweet shit. Same with tequila. I don't.
Looks real to me.
Yeah, that's pretty real.
Does anybody here eat that peanut butter and banana?
Is there like a review
mix?
on that anywhere?
Anybody? No.
Wait, say that again.
eating the sandwich.
Yeah. Does anybody that famous Elvis sandwich?
Yeah,
Right. That,
I've had it.
You guys have had that?
I've had a peanut butter.
and banana?
Yeah.
I've had a peanut.
Yeah, when I was a kid, my mom used to make those.
I had one of those, but not with the bacon.
Okay.
Oh,
'Cause
no
that-
bacon. No.
Had it
Well,
with
no,
bacon.
that's
I'll tell you-
that's the Elvis one is with the bacon.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh.
I didn't
I
know
think
that.
I think you have to add the bacon, and that's the Elvis.
My
one.
mom did used to though. Remember that marshmallow spread stuff?
Oh yeah.
She would do peanut butter marshmallow spread
shit
with
was awesome.
banana.
Ooh.
In
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It
Those
was
were-
that was like a childhood memory of amazingness right there.
That spread you're talking about was the best.
The
I
it was
love that
Kraft
shit.
marshmallow.
Yeah.
No,
Puff some shit. Yeah.
no, it was like just
Yeah.
Put a banana in there.
Oh,
Oh,
it's fucked up.
oh, that's super fucked up.
Dude, you
Love
take
it. Oh, that's like
Yeah, you could
that's like
just-
5 years of my childhood after school right there.
They still sell that. You can buy it. It's like this big,
It's very.
You take one jar of that, and
It lasts forever,
and a
man.
block of cream cheese. You mix them together, and it makes the sweetest frosting ever. You can
Oh, wow.
dip fruit in there and all kinds of stuff.
You know, it's a lot of sugar, but I'll tell you what, it's delicious.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Hey man, diabetes is.
Yeah, there it is. Puffed, jet puffed.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's not what it used to be called. It was just called marshmallow.
Yeah.
Like Kraft marshmallow.
Well, they probably had to change the marshmallow.
Or is that some Mandela shit right now on me?
Oh, we didn't remember? Like it never happened?
No, you're
hold up. Now
No,
I'm like
you're
really
right.
curious. Like try and Google like just Kraft marshmallow.
No,
Like,
you're right. They had something to that effect, but
'cause
like I
I'm
think
starting to get a little sick of this like Mandela effect shit, bro.
It never happened.
that is. It could have been a different name back then, but this is Kraft's version.
Yeah.
No, it was Kraft marshmallow.
Yeah, but
man.
they probably added.
They changed it.
They probably added the jet puff.
Fuckers.
Yeah.
That sounds like something they did after Ghostbusters came out or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The Michelin Man of marshmallows.
Stay puffed.
I
Jet
don't know.
puffed.
That shit is good.
Yeah, it is.
If anything, the part where it was the puff part right there would have not been there, and it would have been the Kraft logo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kraft logo would have been there.
I think it was
Because I
Kraft
remember
marshmallow spread.
No, because I
something like
remember that. No, it was like, yeah, it was something simple.
Yeah,
It had,
marshmallow
it
spread.
had
Yeah,
the
I
Kraft
think.
logo.
There you go.
Right,
Boom.
right, I remember that.
Marshmallow fluff. That's probably in a different market, though.
Yeah, that's not Kraft,
That's
though, is it?
That's
No,
not
that's
Kraft.
not
No.
That's not Kraft. That's probably a Midwest.
Could be where they stole it from, though, or something. Possibly. I don't know. But that was the shit with some peanut butter and banana. Oh, my God.
Kraft puts their name on everything they make. It was on the label.
Or it's like alcohol, right? If you got a product and you want it distributed through the whole United States, you know, because Kraft has crazy distribution, you got to give them half that company. And then they could put that Kraft logo on there. And you get the benefit of being partners with
There we go.
Kraft.
There we go. That's it.
the one.
Yeah.
That's
Marshmallow
it.
cream, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
They just added the new puff thing.
no, but even after that, whatever version that is, there was a label that looked a lot like the Jet Puff one, but it had that as the name. It had the same color scheme and shit.
They're even promoting your sandwich, your peanut butter and that. together.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's what it
That
was
like
for.
a staple when I was a kid, bro. Like
That was one of the things it was
get home
for.
from school, that shit was like cut up on a plate.
And that was before like the newer, like the official Kraft logo that we know now, because that's what was on the one that I
I do remember like the bordered actual
yeah.
Kraft logo, like
Hey,
the one I remember. But that was the name, marshmallow
You,
cream.
you could get a
There it is.
You could get a chocolate brownie and spread some marshmallow cream along the top if you wanted to be stupid.
So there was a rebranding along the way, but okay.
I'm so sorry.
Damn you.
So sorry. Marshmallow cream on top of a brownie. Get the fuck in here.
That's good. Oh, you're talking business. You're talking business.
We're talking.
I mean, there wasn't much you couldn't put that shit on. It was like the sweet side of the world's Chick-fil-A sauce.
That's sugar plus sugar equals sugar.
You could pour it on some ice cream. You could you could put it on just about any pastry, cookie.
I would only have this maybe once every blue moon, but just it would be delicious.
I can remember
Look
as
at
a
that
kid
Oh, wow.
taking a spoon,
Oh, that's amazing.
scooping out some of that marshmallow cream, then dipping that in like the cereal box of Golden Grahams or whatever.
Yep.
Pulling that out and eating that shit straight.
Hey, it's a thing.
Crack, man. I'm surprised I don't have diabetes.
Well, you were a kid back then. If you were still doing that shit now, we'd be having a different conversation. I'd be like, Eric, listen, quit dipping the stick in the cereal.
That's what she said.
Now Everlast, they're doing a
That sounds like code for something, bro. Like, hey, knock it off.
Everlast. They do a new version now. You got to grill it.
Ooh.
That has the bacon in it. And I'm sorry to say, I kind of feel like I'd fuck with that.
I would too. That shit looks good.
That looks real good.
Fuck down.
Yeah, call your boy outside. Tell him to whip one of these up next time he comes through. We need that.
Smash version.
Grilled cheese.
We need a smash version.
Oof.
Look at
There
that.
it is.
Peanut butter,
Fluffer nut
marshmallow,
with bacon. Fluffer nutter.
fluffer nutter.
Nutter fluffer.
Yeah, I've never had anything like this, man. I gotta try
I
it.
never heard of nothing like that. That's insane.
The bacon is I don't remember, like
That's 2,000 calories right there, all day.
all day.
How about the chocolate hazelnut fluff?
That's I do remember something in that neighborhood. Yes.
Okay.
That's the Nutella.
You grill that one up real good too. Maybe throw it in a little panini press.
All I'm saying is that marshmallow shit was crack. And it wasn't called no jet ski or whatever they're calling it. Shit.
You know, and I like that.
Jet fluff.
I like that last picture you just showed too.
Yeah, that was a good one, huh? It was pretty hearty.
Yeah, you know, like nice layers of peanut butter and marshmallow. Like there's no holding back. Here's a full layer of it.
Yeah. They did not hold back.
You're talking about this right here.
No.
That
That one right there. There is no holding back.
Like if you had 3D glasses, you could see the ripple.
You could see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get the depth of the thickness of the ingredients.
Yeah, like he did
That's about a half inch thick after it's all said.
Hey,
and done.
listen, he or she did a fucking incredible job on the marshmallow cream on top of the jelly.
Oh yeah,
spreadage.
They're saying on the bottom this was the wrong way to go about it.
Oh hell no.
No, well that's on them.
That's we don't like you.
We don't
Whoever
care about
wrote
what
that.
they think. That's their opinion. This is like awesome.
That looks amazing. That looks like it's ready to eat.
I don't think there's a
Slap it
wrong way.
together.
I don't think there's a wrong way to do that.
Well, they were what that is actually saying was what you acknowledged though is it's impressive to put that fluff on top of the jelly like that. Whereas they're recommending that you would put on the fluff on the bread because the jelly's easier to put on top of the
Softer.
fluff.
It's a softer material. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand.
That's what they were saying.
I get that, but like whoever did it did an incredible job because all they got to do is lay that goddamn peanut butter
They just
side
gooped
right
a bunch
down.
on there and then tapped it down.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you could melt it a little bit and pour that shit on
If
there.
you wanted to.
Hell yeah.
Now imagine if you really wanted to get extra stupid, you could get some of that Ghirardelli, what is it?
I know what you're talking about.
Ghirardelli, you know, dark chocolate. It splashed just a little bit of it in the middle.
A drizzle.
A little drizzle in the middle.
Stripe it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, we're coming up with too many stoner ideas right here. All right, next.
All right, it's pretty cool. Mike saying, "Yo, be real. I hit up your block on Firestone Boulevard and Cypress Ave."
Boom. Yep, there goes the church. Been there for a very long time.
Wow. Memories, bro. Look at that.
Surprised those signs ain't snatched down. People usually steal them.
Those ones do look pretty new
Yeah,
though.
they're pretty new.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they know that Send Dog lived on that block, so some motherfuckers that are, you know, hardcore Cypress fans, they'll go fucking steal those signs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know how many have gone down. But keep the signs up. You don't need those fucking signs. Come on. All right.
Slappy is saying, "For my birthday weekend, we went to the town Tokeland on Washington Coast."
There you go.
Did you toke out, man?
On the land.
Looks like he did.
Since 1885, they've been toking on Tokeland.
Land of Toke.
Even the dog was toking on Tokeland.
What you
There's
talking
what he
about?
ate.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a heart attack, man.
Look at that.
That's
biscuit.
What is that?
Chicken. That looks like a chicken
Southern
biscuit.
fried, yeah.
Southern fried chicken biscuit there.
That's a Tokeland burger.
Breakfast or lunch?
chicken steak smothered in gravy or something.
Yeah.
That's
looks
4,000
On a
calories.
biscuit.
In a biscuit sandwich.
Yeah, that's about 3,500 to 4,000 calories.
That's the size of a small child's skull.
Like that would be your daily food.
That's definitely diabetes on the plate.
Yeah, all the things.
Or a heart attack.
Fuck. Heart attack, man.
High blood pressure.
It probably tastes good as
Diabetes.
fuck though on the way.
Good as fuck.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna be amazing.
I mean, if you ate that all the time,
Nah, once you'll be all right.
Yeah, it looks like chicken fried steak, man.
Oh, you be challenged
Yeah,
once.
that's-
That one time would challenge you for sure.
Which is one of my favorite American style when you're traveling across country touring breakfast is a nice little chicken fried steak.
Waffle House.
Yeah.
Bring it.
But that was the size of a small child's skull for sure.
Yeah.
It was massive. That was the biggest biscuit.
It was a huge biscuit.
We got Mike in here showing off little Mount Cushmore.
All right.
Oh, Kush.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks good though. I mean, did your fucking thing on it.
Smoke weed every day.
We do.
Twack saying, yo, here's a Jackrabbit Slim. It's 24 by 36 acrylic on canvas.
All right. He's very stoned.
A little bit.
Stony eyes.
Everlast, you do any painting?
No, not since I was a kid. I collect though. Heavy. I'm a big art fan. I consider myself a patron.
We should set up a paint and smoke type of thing. You ever see that? We should do that here for what we
you want
do.
to like have like a painting?
Yeah, like a
smoking
BREALTV,
party?
like a painting, smoking type of thing
It's
that
like
you
a
see.
it's like a Bob Ross thing that happens. Rest in peace to Bob Ross.
All right.
They teach you.
You're into this?
I've done that like several times, but not necessarily with the smoke. It's been drinking.
Oh yeah, I did that back in the day when I was married.
Yeah, we talk about smoking and doing that
He's
same
talking
thing.
about like having a Tupperware party for the fellas and like and
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone.
that's what they do in the soda. These are traditions he brings from the soda and tries to bring.
They call it blaze and brush.
Blaze and brush. There you go.
Blaze and brunch.
hey man, I'm here every Tuesday and any other day I'm needed. So holler.
There we go.
Oh, hell
Yeah, they give you a thing, or it's a guided thing, right? And whatever your interpretation, whatever it is, you can do.
Damn.
All right, learn not to ask Everlast to go painting. Noted.
Nah, you want to go paint and get a case of fucking spray cans and let's fucking hit the freeway
We
up.
could do that
like,
too.
Fucking midnight.
No, we'll do it during the day. We'll have watchers.
Y'all would
We'll be
get
good.
caught.
He said we'll have watchers.
Yeah, we'll be
Watchers.
good.
You mean lookouts?
Yeah, look out,
Yeah,
watchers.
That sounds like a world of
They'll be up in
graffiti
the
writing
watchtower.
experience to me.
Yeah.
Man, you sound like you're up, like you're everywhere.
We'll have watchers. All right. It sounds very biblical. The watchers are
That
watching.
sounds like you'll have police, is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, it sounds like a setup to me. I don't know. Watch your back. Don't go.
All right,
Don't
next.
Go.
And that seems to be it.
All right.
Don't go.
Thank you for the submissions. It's loot for your time, love, and support. There's a mix after this. DJ FM's going to fucking splash you with it. Make sure you check it out on BREALTV 2 right here on YouTube. And you can check it out on Twitch, B_RealTV. And you can check it out on the home site, www.breal.tv. We want to thank everybody across all platforms watching. And salute to all y'all right now. Everlast, you got any shout outs?
Everybody at the table, of course, just keep moving, keep shaking, keep supporting Dr. Greenthumb's coffee, as well as all Dr. Greenthumb products, and keep tuning in. I'm gonna be here. We in the house. I got a new record coming. I don't have a date, but I keep playing it for Be Real, bugging the shit out of him. So
it's dope.
Appreciate y'all, Steph, FM, fucking C-. You're all right. You're okay, even though you're late. I know you had to get that fart out.
It was.
Love you, B.
Yeah, man.
Word up, C-.
Shout out to everyone here at the table. Everlast, B, FM, Strong Tone, Treehouse Crew, Dom, Ray, Bolton, Aton, Dro, Javi Lopez, E-Zone, and Blaze, and every one of you for watching. You can follow me at C-Fan4. Every shout out to everyone that was at the Echoplex last night and Motown on Monday as well. It was a really fun packed night, so word. You guys have a good one. I'll see you on Thursday. What up, Bolton?
Yo, shout out the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Ray, Morning Shot Film. Shout out to the Dominator. Shout out to Kaiser Soze. And what's up, Steptone?
Yeah, man. From all those who are up, shout out to all the watchers. Hell yeah.
All the watchers.
Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Wise, FMB, Everlast, C-, Bolton, Ray Ray at Morning Shop Films, Taryn at Velvet Hammer, Dominator, Aton, Pedro, Javi Lopez, E-Zone, all the Asylum on all the different platforms. Y'all have a great week. Got a new playthrough coming this Friday. Pink Maggot, last song off White Pony coming up. Y'all check it out. All right. Have a good one.
Word. Shout out to everybody here at the table, man. Always fucking fun. Big up to everybody in the treehouse. Check me out, DJFM_LA. Got some cool shit coming up. Beats and gigs. Check out the mix as well. Coming up right next after this. B?
I'm going on tour, but I'll be back soon. Swallow that.